Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to the Ride Life podcast. This episode is sponsored by Matt from Burnt Up Wood Burning, who specializes in making custom wood plaques. Check him out on Instagram at Burnt Up Wood Burning and go find that last piece you need to finish up the man cave or perfect your garage. Nothing better than a one-of-a-kind specialty.
And you'll be supporting a local motorcycle rider and a local business. Also, go give the Ride Life podcast, the Ride Life Brian, and the Ride Life Jim a follow on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube at the Ride Life podcast. Thanks for all your support and enjoy this new episode.
Jim is training South Carolina. So we got my buddy Brendan's going to be the co-host tonight. And banker on a Harley has come. He's doing his podcast tour 2025, so with the last stop on his tour, maybe, I don't know. But what's up, guys?
What's going on?
Hey, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah,
hey, Luke, you've been getting hit with some tornadoes down there. What's going on down there?
Shit, man, it's like Wizard of Oz down here.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of fitting. It's in the Midwest. We're not far from Kansas, but yeah, I mean, the St. Louis area. I think in the last 3 weeks we've had something crazy like 20 different tornadoes in the large metropolitan area. With a 100-mile radius of here. Over in Illinois as well. So fortunately, none like directly in St. Louis, but some really close, and a lot of flooding, a lot of wind damage. My backyard looks like a tree fell down, but it's just sticks and limbs. It's I got my work cut out for me this coming week. But it's been crazy. Hopefully the rain's about done because I'm ready to ride. It's finally warming up a little,
Yeah,
I hear that. Well, Brendan's in New York, so he's got a little better weather than me. What's it like over there?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Last week, we had 2 days that hit like 65, 70, and that was glorious. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel. But yeah, I don't know. Today it was cold. Today was like in the 50s. But yeah, we've had some days. It's a lot of the rain right now. We're getting through the rain. So once that kind of, holds up, I feel like the season is here. We can see it's coming.
So close, so close.
Well, I was.
Snow, right?
Did you have snow?
Well, I got a winter storm warning on my phone for tomorrow. It's getting ridiculous.
Well, hey, I mean, in Friday afternoon, I left East Tennessee. It was 91 degrees. When I got to St. Louis at 1 a.m., it was 46 degrees. I was not a happy camper, man. That's not. I needed that to go the other way, 46 to 91, man. It was brutal. And then yesterday, I sat out in the rain in 45-degree weather watching my daughter play soccer all day.
Oh, no.
And yeah, it's like welcome back to reality, Luke. Here we are, man.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, this weather's just got to show it. It's New England, so I don't know about you guys, but it'll be snowing and then it'll just be 80, and we don't get a spring.
This time of year, Mother Nature's bipolar. I mean,
totally.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah,
it's awful.
Going through a mood, man.
Yeah.
So you just did a trip. You started your road trip, right?
Yeah, I had this grand 9-day, 10-day, 3,000-mile journey I was going to go on, and I got 2,100 miles of it in. I got that done in 3 days. So I left out on a early Saturday morning, like 2:30 a.m. About 8 hours after the first round of tornadoes came through here, and went through Southwest Missouri down into Oklahoma City, and then headed south into Texas, and camped for a night. First time camping off the motorcycle. It was a blast. I loved it. I went somewhere warm where it wasn't probably going to rain. It probably wasn't going to have tornadoes. Definitely wasn't going to have snow. So mission accomplished there,
Nice.
And but yeah, we can go into detail. But yeah, I got 2 days of riding in, and then got a call. My dad was in the hospital, so I had to haul ass back to St. Louis, get the dog, get the truck, and then 500 miles to East Tennessee. So it was a short trip, but yeah, I mean, I saw some cool stuff. Parts of Texas I'd never been to. Got down to the hill country for a day, which was awesome and beautiful. Yeah. For the Yellowstone fans out there, I camped 30 minutes from the 4-6's ranch.
Nice.
On purpose, so rode down and got a picture in front of the entrance. It looks just like it does on TV. It was really cool, all the red barns and that logo. So that was all intentional. And then did a little bit of the Twisted Sisters, and then got up about hour and a half west of Austin on Sunday night, Emerald Rock State Park, and
Oh yeah.
camped there. It was beautiful there. I mean, I was looking forward to get up in the morning, do a little hiking, and then head down to like Kerrville and Fredericksburg, and then meet a friend in Wimberley, and that just didn't work out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I got to play in traffic in Fort Worth and Dallas, and ride a whole bunch of miles, but that's life, right? Like, it's just the way things work out. But it was an awesome trip. I mean, it was what I did in a short amount of time was awesome. I really enjoyed it, and I'll have to reset that trip again. Actually, I was supposed to have lunch with the bogey biker who I'd never heard of until you guys had interviewed him on the other one, and what a nice guy, and had to cancel with him, but he was super understanding. He's just a laid back guy. And was going to hit up go to the T-Bar Tuesday in Dallas and see Jason, all those guys, and actually stop in his shop. I've never been to his shop before, but I've been to their bike night, and just we'll have to do it sometime later this year when I can sneak away. Maybe take the FXR down this time instead of the street glide. So,
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely. That's a trip to reset, man. That sounds like you had a lot of like highlights.
Yeah, I mean, I was going home anyway to East Tennessee. I was gonna do all that stuff first.
Yeah.
And then, and then take the 900-mile ride from Dallas to Knoxville, and it just didn't work out. But I tell you, camping off the bike was new to me. I've camped, just not off the bike, and I'll do that again in a heartbeat. That was so much fun, and I mean, it's obviously a lot of work, but I mean, that's camping. Like, you gotta set camp up, you gotta tear it down. For me, it was I've never been a big I'll overnight camp, like hike and overnight camp. Like, I've done that a couple times, but usually I got like a hammock.
Yeah.
And there's no trees in West Texas, and I wasn't guaranteed one where I was going Sunday night, so I had got a small tent and sleeping bag, and just trying to pack, especially food. How does that work? And so it was a lot of planning. I've never planned that much. I mean, I've traveled outside the country and done all those things. I think I've planned more for this trip and put more time into it than anything I've ever done. And it was fun, though. I learned a lot. I know what to do and what not to do. I don't think I overpacked too much, which I was surprised about. But I definitely learned a lot, even in a short period of time. So I'm more prepared. So anybody listening or watching, reach out to me on Instagram. I'll give you some tips of what to do, and I'll tell you a whole lot of things what not to do. That's for sure.
Yeah, it definitely trains you not to overpack. When you have 2 saddlebags, wherever you can strap to the back, it's like, I don't know if you have the core pack or not, but that's it. You learn a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it was unfortunately for me, so 10 days, but I also was going to have a washer and dryer by day 6 or 7. So I was like, okay, don't, and you're going to buy a t-shirt or two somewhere along the way. So don't do it, Luke. I always have like 15 more t-shirts than I needed on the trip. So I was like, really, I started to stack this high, and it dwindled down before I left. And so, yeah, I mean, it's little things like that. Luckily I had like I got a weatherproof bag big enough to put tent, sleeping bag, all the things, little air mattress, all that in one bag. And that was on the back seat, and then clothes were in a bag on top of the tour pack. And I had room for rain gear and even my cowboy hat. So, I mean, I think I was using every space I had available. That's for damn sure. But it worked out pretty good.
Yeah, well, you're not a banker on that trip. You're a biker, so you can wear the same T-shirt twice in a row.
Man, I wear this to work. The long sleeve T-shirt or T-shirt. I work from home, so I mean, it's rare, like conferences and stuff. But I tell you, this day and age, everyone thinks banker, 3-piece suit and stuffy and all that. And fuck that, not anymore, man. I mean, it's nice jeans, button up, and a sports coat, and that's all anybody ever wears anymore for the most part. And I'm so thankful for that, because I mean, I've been trying to get away from ties for years and finally did. And I don't own a pair of dress shoes. I wear cowboy boots everywhere. Like, if you don't like it, then don't do business with me. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta bank.
What about a bolo? You ever rock a bolo?
I have in the past. When I was in a traditional bank setting, like pre-COVID. My thing was everyone knew me for my bow tie. I wore a bow tie.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I always wanted to wear a bow tie, and finally, like, had enough self-confidence to
exactly.
you know, got to that age where I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, fuck it, I'm gonna wear one. And so I did. I started wearing my seersucker suits, like true
Oh,
Southern
yeah.
gentleman. I don't know if I'm a gentleman, but true Southern guy that I am. And
we played a
I
role.
had fun. Yeah, I had fun with it. And also, I mean, it's a marketing thing too. Like, you know, every quarter in your town, there's a bank or credit union. So, I mean, you know, I got to stand out somehow for a good way. So there's a lot of people. Oh yeah, I talked to that guy. I don't remember his name, but he didn't have any hair and he wore a bow tie.
The guy with the bow tie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, take that all day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. So no bolo, and I definitely wasn't dressed like a banker. No, that's for sure.
I was a groomsman in a wedding, and they gave out bolos, and I was like, I never rocked that. And so, but now I'm like, hell yeah, because a guy from the Northeast, why would I ever rock a bolo? But now I'm like, I love the bolo. I'm down on eBay collecting those things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not above it. That I'll do it. Yeah, I mean, I wear a belt buckle. I mean,
oh hell yeah,
settings,
dude.
I wear a belt buckle every day. I mean, if I've got jeans on or something. But
yeah.
You know, I was meeting with like one of our largest clients. I just started the company I'm with, and it was the first time meeting my boss in person. I've been there for almost a year, but we are all remote. And so we went up to visit one of our largest clients at this conference we were at, and I had an old school Anheuser-Busch buckle on. And it was like had leather with the the A and the eagle, and this guy kept staring at my crotch, and I was like, "What the hell's this guy doing, man?" And I just it didn't dawn on me, like he's a California guy. No offense to anyone from California, probably not used to a belt buckle, and it just didn't dawn on me. And he goes, and he just points, and my crotch goes, "Is that the Anheuser-Busch logo?" And just unfortunately, my filter wasn't quite there that day. And I look down, I go, "Well, I'm glad everyone's staring at my crotch now." And so luckily, everyone got a big kick out of it. And I was like, that's Anheuser-Busch. I actually live in St. Louis. And I was like, I can smell the vats when they clean them out from my front yard. And, it was turned into a really cool story and conversation piece and got everyone away from staring at my crotch. So it was really
we actually, Merrimack, New Hampshire is another Anheuser-Busch brewery. So they have car shows there and stuff. So
really? That's cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool setting. So we do car shows, and then you can go inside and do the tour, get your free beer at the end.
Oh hell yeah!
There's some extremes, like hot, cold, for them to do the brewing.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty intense in there, and it stinks. Those hops, they stink.
It's not a pleasant smell.
No. When they make the wort or whatever. Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, the OG brewery here. So when you take the tour, there's a ton of stuff in there from the 1904 World's Fair, which is really cool. So, I mean, 3-story tall chandeliers and, like there's some really cool stuff there. And like, the Bush's original home is still where it's at now. It's called Grant's Farm. And there's a restaurant halfway between the brewery and their home called Bevo. It's in a German part of the city, and the Anheuser-Busch family they had that built because it was halfway home, and so they'd stop there and have dinner, and then finish their horse and buggy ride to their estate.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a great place to eat. It's still open. I love their brunch. I've had many mimosas there and probably too many a few times. That's a whole nother story. But it's a solid place.
Can we just get back to the belt buckles real quick?
Sure. Yeah.
I bought this really nice Harley Davidson belt buckle, right? And I couldn't wear it because it jams into my stomach so bad. I don't know how you guys do it.
I got fat boy problems too. I can't do the buckles anymore.
Well, so on rides, especially long rides, for me the key is to tuck my shirt in, the front of my shirt in, so it doesn't push in on my belly.
Yeah. Right.
So, I mean, I'm working on the belly, but I'm there. It's never gonna be flat. It never has been. It never will be. So the key is tucking that shirt or even a hoodie just in front of your britches, and that makes a big difference.
All right, yeah, that's a good tip.
So also, I can give you camping tips, banking tips, and belt buckle tips. So just let me know what y'all need.
Yeah,
I could be a life coach at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got dressing down, you got financial advice, you got camping. Like,
now, I'm not I'm not saying it's good advice, but I can advise you. You know,
Yeah. That's Banker on a Harley on Instagram. Go check him out. Go flood his inbox.
Yeah,
Life coach is the third link.
I cannot wait for these messages. It's gonna
Well, so you did that whole trip on your 21 CVO, is that correct?
Oh, my street glide, yeah, my street glide.
You don't want to call it a CVO.
I'm not that guy.
Let's announce your CVO-ness.
I'm not that guy. I didn't buy it because it was a CVO. I bought it because I fell in love with the color.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, I paid for the color, but I look at, well, if I bought a street glide special that had all those features and then had it custom painted, I would have paid more than what I paid out the door. So I fell in love with the color when they released it in January. I went and looked at it because I saw it. They did like the Instagram story unboxing. They were taking it off the 18-wheeler, and I was like, I've been wanting to see that in person. And I had the week off work. I was getting ready to start the job I have now 4 years ago. And so I ran down to the dealership. I got to see this. And I was like, ooh. And it popped up on my Instagram stories last week because it's been 4 years. And, or Facebook said, I made a post with it, said, anyone want to buy this for me? And of course, no one did. So I had lunch with the marketing guy and a couple guys from there I know from the dealership. And as I was leaving, and tell the owner, and said, tell Matt I'll be in the morning, talk numbers, but I'm not buying it. Yeah. So I rode it home about 5 o'clock the next afternoon.
Oh shit! Matt's like, yeah, you are. We're talking numbers.
I mean, I was fooling myself. I was shitting myself the whole way. But biggest impulse buy of my life, and hopefully ever until the day I die. But I love that bike every minute. One of those that I probably keep it forever. It's been a good bike to me. I've really cut my teeth riding on that bike for sure.
How many miles you got on that bike now?
I've got 27 and change, and I'd say I guess 21,000 of that or so have come in the last 2 years. Wow, 2 years, maybe a little bit more. Call it 2.5 years. I finally learned that I really like riding long distance, and it took me a while to understand that because I'd never done that before. Yeah. So I got a couple of short trips, and then I did like here to Memphis, and then Memphis to Nashville, and back up here. And round trip was less than 800 miles, but I was like, oh, I like this. I was like, I need to try something more. So rode to my parents' house. That's 500 miles, and then back. I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. And then next thing I know, I'm taking a Friday off work, and I'm looping Lake Michigan in 3 days. And, I mean, like back in St. Louis to catch my 11 o'clock, my daughter's 11 o'clock soccer game on Sunday morning. Like, let's do it. So
yeah.
I didn't get. That was a sprint. I didn't get to enjoy a lot, like stop and do that. And that's okay. Like I'm a single dad. I have windows of opportunity. So I just try to make the most of it. And I could have just gone halfway up and turned around, part of the way up and turned around. But I was like, no, I want to do this. I've never been to the UP. Let's try this. And holy shit, it's beautiful up there.
I never been up there, but Brendan, what's the longest trip you've ever been?
I guess, like in one day,
or just 2 day, 3 day.
2 day, 3 day. For me, it's the tip of Jersey, from like where I live to Jersey. I'm kind of new, but Luke, I hear what you're saying. Like, I like that better because like the Harleys, like you get them out, you ride them around. It feels like if you just do a quick ride around your neighborhood, it just got warmed up and it just wants to go. So you're like, let's go further. But when you go on a long road trip and when you get tired and you're like, I'm done from this ride, that's when you're like, that was fun, that was cool. Like, and I like going to like somewhere like with a destination. So like longest trip I did was down to the Jersey Shore, like almost to the end tip, like past Atlantic City area. So like very South Jersey. So like I got down there. It wasn't very long. It was like 200 something miles from my house. But then I did like a big loop back through Pennsylvania back home. So like 600 total for the whole trip.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not a lot to bikers, so like, I'm like, I don't try to turn it, but to me, I'm like, I hear what you're saying. Like, I like doing that more, and I want to do more and more of that. So,
One, you got to start somewhere, and two, it's all relative to the person. that's a long ride for you. I respect that. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, my longest is 2,700 and change over, you know, a week or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just had the opportunity to do that. And, you know, some of those days were long. Some of those days were 250 miles. You know, you just, whatever, you know, do what your body allows and what you feel like doing. You know, I mean, I love it though. It's fun.
Do you have any interest in going to any rallies like Sturgis or Daytona, or are you just a solo rider? What's your deal?
I mean, I'll someone else and like, hey, you know, I changed my mind. Let's take this route, or you know, that 2,700-mile ride last summer. I mean, I knew I needed to be in Dallas Tuesday night for T-Bar Tuesday, and I needed to be in Des Moines, Iowa Saturday for lunch. And how I got there, and I knew what states I wanted to cross off the list, but how I got there changed 2-3 times a day. Never had hotel reservations till more than 3 hours before I got to town, and whatever town I decided to go to. I woke up Tuesday or Wednesday morning and was like, oh, instead of going to the middle of nowhere, Nebraska, I'm going to Lawrence, Kansas, because there's a country singer playing there I want to see. So I just went and I hung out with the band and helped them load up their trailer after it was over, because there's only 10 people in the bar. and got really drunk with them, and it was awesome, you know. So yeah, I prefer solo for that. But rallies, like, so I was just at Mama Tried in February.
Yeah, that's right.
And I did not ride there because it's colder than hell here, and it was even colder in Milwaukee. It's probably my favorite one, favorite show. It's just such a cool vibe there. Everybody's there. You know, you're in the mecca of Harley Davidson. I just really enjoy that show. Rally wise, might go to the homecoming this year. I did the 120th, and that was a lot of fun. The music lineup's pretty stellar this year, so
it does look pretty good.
May influence me to go. Not sure. We'll see. You know, I want to go to Sturgis. It won't be this year. I'm hoping to make it next year, but definitely not this year. Born Free, Texas is a possibility in October. I'm going to try. I've got, you know, like my parents both being under the weather, and they're no spring chickens. Neither am I, for that matter. But you know, so there's a lot of things up in the air. I mean, I'd hope to ride up to Boston for a conference in June, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull that off and have that much time away, because I just ate up 3 weeks of PTO. So unexpectedly, only a week was that planned. So, you know, life. So that's a really long-winded answer to yes, I like rallies. Yes, I like shows.
I almost forgot what I asked you there for a second.
You know, fortunately, I mean, we're long-winded from the South. Fortunately, I don't talk quite as slow as I used to moving to the Midwest. But yeah, sorry. Sometimes I get off on a tangent.
No, it's good. Well, I'm really interested in Born Free Texas as well. I feel like that's getting, you know, with Born Free California, it feels like it's getting kind of oversaturated and blown out. And all the guys talk about it, they're like, you can't even get a pass anymore, even if you're like somebody in the game. You know, now it's like Born Free Texas has really sick builders. They got like a lot of like personalities that are going there. It feels like that's starting to really carve a name for itself and be something worth riding down to, you know, like, so that I'm with you on that. That sounds very
it's easier to get to for people.
Yeah.
You know, even though it's Texas, I mean, for you all, going to Texas is a lot easier than going to California if you want to ride, you know, or even trailer your bike. You got the FXR tour that ends there. That's a big deal. Harley's leaning more. I thought it looked like Harley's going to kind of step away from Born Free Texas, and it looks like now they're starting to lean into it more. So I think that's just going to continue to grow and be something really cool.
Yeah, it's sure. I'd definitely be interested in the FXR tour and seeing those bikes come out, because there's some pretty good builders this year. Some guys close to me, so I like to see their stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I tried like hell to make that work, even just for the first day ride with them part of the way out and turn around, because it started, you know, just 45 minutes west of here at Bear Knuckle.
Oh, that's right.
But I got as a kiddo weekend, and it just couldn't pull it off and make it work. My kid's a great soccer player, which means she's on like 15 soccer teams, and we spend every weekend, you know, at the fields, but which is awesome. But yeah, just couldn't make it work, unfortunately. But yeah, that looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah. So would you take the FXR to Born Free, Texas, or would you take the Street Glide, as you say?
My bagger, yeah.
Yeah.
So I would probably take the FXR. I'm working on. I think I'm gonna get with Boosted Brad and get the detachable tour pack mount system from him, and then I'm working on getting a Pelican about the same size as a normal FXR tour pack, because I've got the RP reproduction bags, so I figure the fiberglass tour pack, FXR tour pack, wouldn't look right with the RP bags. I think a Pelican would. That's kind of more in the same ballpark of aesthetics. Yep. So like the 1600 series Pelican cases are similar in size. So I think I'm going to try to use that. That way it's quick detach and I can just take the whole thing off when I want. Yeah. Is what I'm thinking. So I picked up my FXR today. Had some winter project finally done on it. And we were talking through that with Mikey, Nine Finger Fabrication, and he was showing me some stuff he did with a Pelican case on his old FXR years ago. So I got all the ideas now. It's like, all right, let's spend some more money that I don't have. So
it's a dangerous place to be in when all the ideas are floating around.
Yeah, I really wanted to get that FXR out on some longer rides this year.
Yeah,
because I did not do that last year with it. I was trying to I wanted to trust it. It was new to me, and I wanted to trust it more, and I trust it now. So I'm ready to lay down a long trip on it and see what happens. Because I'm no mechanic. That thing's gonna break down at some point. Oh, and I got a lot of tools. That doesn't mean I know what the hell I'm doing. So
right.
You know.
So for the Pelican bags, Big Al's, have you ever seen? So I think Big Al sells those Pelican bags on his site. And,
really? Okay.
I think so, but so he might have some of the attachments that you need and stuff to get them going. So I want to check that out.
Yeah, I will. I appreciate the recommendation.
And then I know Brendan doesn't know. I know how you got that FXR, but why don't you fill us in?
Oh yeah,
on how you even got this FXR. So
it's the best $75 I ever spent.
What? Oh, no way.
I won a raffle. Won FXR in a raffle.
Yeah.
How many tickets were sold?
275.
Okay.
And I bought one.
That's amazing. That's beautiful. Because I've done a few of those, but I'm like, I don't know.
So it was my Christmas present to myself. It was like November of 23. Yep. And I said, all right, I'm going to buy. I bought a couple tickets from like Remy Easy Rider. He was like brakes and wheels. And so $25, whatever. So I bought me a couple of those. And like motorcycle raffles only. I bought one ticket from him on a raffle. Obviously didn't win any of those. But I was like, all right, I'm going to do this and I'm done. Because I know this is a slippery slope for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be spending my whole paycheck on this shit. So so I bought one ticket and forgot about it. You know, Thanksgiving came around. Yeah. And we were rolling into Christmas, and I remember, so I messaged the guy. He goes, we're gonna resell out. We're gonna draw tomorrow night. Cool. So that drawing was like 10:30 Central Time. I'm struggling to stay awake. I mean, I'm old. I go to bed early. Whatever, you know. Like a couple times I dozed off in bed, and the only thing that woke me up was I dropped my phone on my chest.
Yeah.
I was laying holding it. It's like, oh, what, you know. So they had poker chips, and if memory serves me correctly, I think it was a green chip. I think it was green I had, and so I knew it was green. So whatever. So he pulls out a green chip. I was like, hey, I'm still in it, fully expecting not to win, right? Of course. And he's like 179, and I was like, wait, no, that's not my number. There's no way no.
Yeah.
Luke Smith. Holy shit, he only bought one. And I was like, so I'm laying there. My parents are in town. This is 2 days before Christmas. And my daughter's asleep. My parents are asleep. I'm home, and I'm like, I have nobody to tell. Like, I am ecstatic. So like,
you're just running around in your boxers.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm hugging my dog. Like, that's all I got.
Yeah, it is.
So and so they I didn't know they've got like a FaceTime type feature on Instagram. I had no idea. Yeah. So he calls me. So I'm like, he's standing there with the bike, and I'm like, holy shit! I just want an FXR.
That's amazing.
It is. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather be lucky than good, man. Any day.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a great story.
It's fun. Yeah.
I kind of hate you for that because I don't know if you listened to one of my previous episodes where I got into one of my and
I listened to that last week.
I thought I won, and I'm like, it was destined. I was supposed to win that bike, and it came to New Hampshire too, Brendan.
I
So
bought from the
close.
guy Sage I think he's in New Hampshire, gas powered junk before.
Oh, yep.
And
He's a
he
mess.
suckered me because he's got the t-shirts now, and I was like, "Ooh, that a boy!" You know, you get something.
Yeah.
You don't just get
Right.
the
But there's no limit on how many tickets he sells.
That's the thing.
So it's like, man, those odds are not good at all.
No,
like, not that they're graded 275 tickets or 350 tickets, but 1,000 tickets, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, he had
upped his game. He's getting a truck. You're getting a truck and a bike now.
That's what I was gonna say. He had remember the Red Lightning in the Dyna?
Yeah.
But I'm a Ford guy. I know Luke's a Ford guy now.
I used to have strictly F-150s, old crappy F-150s. Was my
Brendan's a Ford guy, so we're all Ford guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, ooh, an old school Lightning too.
Yeah.
Those are
I had one of those Lightnings, a Sonic blue one. So.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Nice.
You wanted it back.
Yeah, exactly. But so, all right, let's talk about Fords for a second. So you got that diesel pickup truck. What year is that, Luke?
It's a 15.
So it's a 6.7 diesel.
Yeah, 6.7. I just rolled 211,000 miles on that thing.
It's just getting breaking in.
Truck. Oh yeah, I mean, I've only got a little bitty drip of oil coming out of it every once in a while. I mean, I'm blessed,
That's nothing.
But so I have two diesels. So I have a 94 Bronco that I put an old Ford 6.9 IDI diesel in it. I had it rebuilt, bored 30 over, and then put a factory turbo off a 7.3 IDI on it as well, and made it a 5-speed manual. So that thing, it won't win a race, but it'll pull your house down the street, no problem.
I used to be into cars a lot, but motorcycles have kind of taken over my life at this current moment. But
yeah, that Bronco is probably going to go up for sale this summer. Just I feel bad. Like I did all this work and I drove it for a little bit, and then I really leaned like you into the motorcycles, and I'm like, I can't. I technically have 3 bikes, and then I have this Bronco, and I'm like, I feel bad for it. Someone needs to go enjoy that thing. It's a lot of fun. The whole thing's rhino lined inside and out.
Oh, sick!
Soft top. Yeah, I mean it's fun. But I'm just not driving it, But it's really funny when like the first time I went to fill it up, and I pulled into the gas station and it wasn't running, and this guy pulls up, and I was like anyone, you pull a gas station, you gotta look at your phone for a minute before you get out of the car. And so get out, and I grab the diesel, and this guy goes, no, stop. That's not a diesel. And I was like, okay. And I just put it in there, and he goes, oh. And I'm just laughing. And so he's over there, and he's just kind of mumbling to himself. So I purposely only put like $20 in it to make sure I was done before him. And I got in that thing and cranked it up, and black smoke, and he's like, he just started smiling and shaking his head. Like, oh, man. Give me a little credit. I appreciate you looking out. I do. I appreciate that. But I got this. It's all right.
That's good.
my first tank of gas there, guy.
Yeah. So funny.
Yeah. I have a Fox body Mustang, so sometimes I think about if I could sell that, I'd have a brand new ST. I could be like Brendan. Brendan's got a nice new ST.
So. Yeah. Man.
And my Dyna stuff.
For a minute, I thought about when I first got that FXR, I thought about selling it and putting that towards an ST.
Yeah.
And I was like, why do I need a new ST as a second bike? That's stupid. So I came to my financial senses. Unlike when I bought my street bike. But so they're nice. I love those things.
I love it. I think it's so comfortable. But I hear you. Like, I have a nice bike that I let the dealership take care of. And then I have the Dyna, which I got salvaged, that I'm like, I mess around with this, things fall off of it. I try to fix it, and I learn that way. But I'm like, nah, I don't need anything else. I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, things still fall off your ST though, so I don't.
That's true. That's true. I lost the whole saddlebag and camera setup over the summer. Oh, dude, $3,000 worth of Damn it.
Oh.
God.
That makes me want to throw up for you, man. That sounds awful.
Dude,
Oh.
But the only good thing is I got the Hogwarts bags on there now, which they have like the road glide, street glide style, drop in.
Okay.
So I actually like it way better, and it looks cool on the bike, and they're even. So it
I
doesn't
was
have.
asking if I didn't know if those Hogwarts were even. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're even. So it's like I like the profile and everything, and my wife likes it.
So can you not run them with the stock exhaust?
No, you can't.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, they fixed all that for this year.
Good.
Which I wish they'd gone with the smaller bags though. Like they did.
Yep.
They evened them up, but they're the bigger. I think this, but
They went
at least
with
they evened them up.
Yeah,
True.
exactly.
But that blue burst color, damn, that thing.
Oh,
that's going to be a popular bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
With the metal flake in it and everything. We saw that in Daytona. We were sitting there and I'm like, oh, damn. Like, we're just looking at a stock bike. And everyone's like, what are you guys looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're good looking, man. And they've got the high output 117 now. So it's stronger than the regular 117. And and there's a little change to the frame, I believe, in the soft tails this year, too. So they
got all the sport mode, rain mode now. They got 3 modes.
That's like standard. It's crazy.
Yeah. On every bike. So 2025 models. What would you buy, Luke? Color. What color and what model would you buy? If you
We just talked about it. I'd buy that ST in the blue.
All right. What about you, Brandon?
Oh, I don't know. What's that? The Raven Fade? The Raven Fade looks crazy. Is that the gray to the dark to the black? That one looks sick.
Oh, like the you talking about the purple shift?
Is it purple shift? There's like a gray to a black, and then there's the purple to the lighter purple.
Oh, you mean the box color, the box pattern paint job?
Yeah, the box pattern one. I like that on the road glide. That's sick.
Yeah,
that's the ST.
I'd probably go like. Do they still do did the CVO take over for the Road Glide ST? I didn't check that out, but I've been wanting to go Road Glide ST.
Really?
Oh
yeah. I think CVO Road Glide. I'm not the newest bike I have is 2007.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a good. I think they have the CVOs. Have they released the CVOs? Yeah, they have. And then they have the Road Glide ST, CVO ST. Which is like even better. Yeah. And then now, I mean, if I was Brian and had Mr. Moneybags like him, I'd go get that CVO $110,000 street legal race bike.
The RR.
Yeah, the RR.
Yeah, dude. That thing's nuts.
Brenda, did you happen to see that bike when you were in Daytona?
Yeah, we did. No, not in person. No.
I don't know. No, you know what? It wasn't there because you were there the first weekend. It came on Wednesday. That's when I saw it in person. That thing is pretty sick in person.
But I was watching content on it like crazy. So I'm like, did I see it? No.
Yeah.
No, we saw those turboed road glides at proper performance, and
for Dream Rods.
Yeah.
Dream Rods. Yeah.
Yeah, the turbos were everywhere this year.
Yeah.
That's really taken off. Those guys at Dream Rods are such good dudes. I mean, they know their stuff, and they're solid people.
But that's the thing with me. Like, I'm not really too concerned about racing. I don't know. I mean, I like to go fast, but quarter mile stuff. I'm not going to spend all that money just to go down the quarter mile. I don't know.
Well, you're getting in the stunt game though, right?
Yeah, that's it. Older diners. Stunt them, crash them. Hopefully not.
We were in Daytona. This dude's throwing wheels up. I was like, hell yeah, dude, let's go.
Nice. Mr. 12 o'clock over here.
Hell yeah.
12 o'clock for like 3 seconds.
Hey, we'll take it. It was like 10:30, 11, 12. There you go.
Yeah.
Just a moving target.
Yeah.
That was fun. Luke, you going to come up to Laconia? Is that a possibility?
When is that? What's the date on that? Do you know?
June 21st is the Ride Life barbecue at my house, so that'd be cool if you could come for that.
I'm gonna miss it by like 3 weeks. I'll be up that way in Boston, but it'll be like the end of May, first couple days of June. I don't think I'll be able to move. I think actually I will be in East Tennessee more than likely at that time. we usually do a week back. My daughter and I back in Tennessee, and I'm actually supposed to go riding with the guys from Dream Ride. Some of them,
Nice.
Yeah, I think we've got that kind of Father's Day weekend through the next weekend in Knoxville. So I think we'll miss it this year. I'd like to get up to that. I mean, it's on the list. Like, there's those, Sturgis, Laconia, Born Free, Texas, and a few others I'd like to definitely get to. One of these days I'll get to Daytona. That's kind of low on the list. I like to go to a rally where I can ride. And I don't know. I'm just not super excited about riding in Florida.
Yeah, you got the loop, you got a couple cool things, but it's really not a riding rally. So
I mean, I want to check that off the list and have that experience, but there's other ones I want to hit where it's got some really good riding with it first, just to prioritize. So that's Smoky Mountain Bike Show. I mean, I've never ridden my bike to that, so I want to make that work too. So there's too many good ones in October. I
got so many on my list. I'm trying to get Brendan to come to a bunch of them, but I don't know. I know but when you're in Boston, Luke, if you're, I'm like an hour and a half from Boston. So if you get a free day, come on up. I got an extra bike. We'll go for a ride.
All right. If I can find an extra day and I'll rent a car and run up there and see you, that'd be fun. I've never been to Boston, so I'm looking forward to that experience. My mom and her whole family, that side of the family's from Boston. So,
sick.
It'll be neat to, I'm going to be wearing my Yankees hat. I don't care.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, boy.
I got to go.
So,
New Englanders don't play that game.
Oh, you know what? I'll put you on the FXR. You can ride a real FXR, and hopefully you break down in Boston. With the Yankees cap on.
One Boston comment, and it ruined the whole podcast.
It's fine. No, I knew I was going to be picking a fight. That's fine. Your old sleeves up here. Let's go.
You picked the one night where there's another New Yorker on the goddamn podcast. So.
I mean, like I said earlier, I learned to be lucky than good there.
Yeah,
So
we're not good right now.
I'm actually a fourth generation Yankees fan.
Okay.
So my great grandpa in East Tennessee was the only guy in the neighborhood that had a radio. And so they could always pick up a Yankees game and oftentimes pick up a St. Louis Cardinals game.
Oh, sick.
And so they just became a Yankees family, and that's passed down generation to generation. It probably ends with me. My daughter is a Cardinals fan, and she doesn't want to have anything to do with the Yankees. And she's only 12. There's still hope. But yeah, so that's how we became Yankees fans, and they were one of the first teams to pay an African American player the same amount as a white player. They thought that was fair, and so yeah, that's it's not. I didn't become a fan in '96 in the World Series.
Yeah, that's a great story. Yeah, great. So we just had opening day here. We played St. Louis in Fenway Park.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened because I'm not really a big baseball fan, but there's too many games. I can't keep up.
It's a lot. So, and it happens during the day too. So I'm like, like all my coworkers that you'll see like their TVs in the background. I'm like, are you watching? They're like, the game's on, bro. It's like 1:12. The game's on.
But so Brendan, what part of New York are you at? Are you a Yankees fan? Are you a Mets fan? Like Jets, Giants? What are you?
Oh, so it's weird in New York because everyone's got similar stories. Like it's usually my dad was this, so my dad, diehard Jets fan, and doesn't really watch games much anymore. He's more of like a hockey Rangers guy, but I grew up playing Pop Warner football, like little guy Pee Wee League, and we were the Giants, and we got to play in Giants Stadium, so that solidified it for me. From 11 years on, I was like, I'm a Giants fan, and through thick and thin. But pretty much around me, you're a Mets fan because your aunt, uncle, or mother or father had spent some time in Queens. Other than that, there aren't too many of them around, and they're made fun of and ostracized. So yeah, it's mostly Yankees fans around here, but I'm only an hour. Luke, I'm an hour from the city, so
okay.
Yeah, the commuter train is in my neighborhood, so when I go down to the city,
nice.
I'm 10 minutes from that. I hop on.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great.
Can we just talk about the city real quick? So, Brendan, Indian Larry, block party is on again.
It's on. They're gonna do it.
They're gonna do it. It's on September 20th, I think it is.
Okay.
So,
You know
Yeah.
I'm in.
Luke,
Luke, you're in.
you in?
I'm in San Diego that weekend.
Ah,
All right. So Brendan, I got this idea.
okay.
I'm driving to your town
Yes.
that Friday night.
Yes. Sleeping
Get in a
over.
hotel. I'll stay. Yeah, get in a hotel, and then I'm gonna ride with you
Yeah. Done.
to the block body.
Done. Hey, I love it.
Yeah,
Done.
that's the plan.
Yeah. We got a
Yeah.
solid crew. Luke, we got a solid crew around here. I'm new to this, like, sort of like riding longer, right? So, like, and because of YouTube, I just started meeting people that ride a lot and are like big into it. Like, before, it was just me with a couple of the guys that I would ride with around here that I knew. A lot of people moved south a lot. So I'm like, I was like cruising around for a year or two, like, riding around with 21-year-olds. And I'm like, this is great, but I don't go to the bar till 2 a.m. every night anymore. So I'm like,
Sure.
but now I got like a crew of people that are like building stuff, doing YouTube and all that. So like, it's solid. And we have like 10 people, like between like 5 and 10 people going down.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's a 2-hour ride into the city. It's great. You're rolling in a pack. You feel like a champion. You're like,
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know what bike I'm gonna bring. I might bring the Dyna. I don't know yet.
Yeah, the Dyna. Like, I mean, we split lanes. Unfortunately, you got to in the city. So like, you gotta the skinnier the better. Yeah.
Well, I figured you'll be on your Dyna. I'll take the Dyna. Or you
I'm not taking my Dyna. My Dyna's not making it yet.
All right.
I can't even keep a tail light on that thing yet.
Well, ask Brian how to do that. You use ridelife stickers. And
Yeah, exactly.
I'll keep your tail light on for you.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to hear when you pull up to a red light. Hey, man, your tail light's about to fall off. I'm like, no, it fell off. It's hanging by the wires. It's not a perfect. So I'm like, yeah, I pull over and I'm like, what am I going to do? So I'm like, I got some stickers. Just slap it on.
Yeah.
That worked.
Adapt and overcome, man. That's what you do.
I don't carry. I'm not smart and carry around tools and stuff. So
that's why I like the bags. This is my first bike with bags. I love it now. I'm not going back.
Yeah, same. My Road Glide's first bike I've had with bags. So did you bring any?
I've never had a bag or a bike without bags. I got the FXR with no bags, and I put bags on that thing in 30 days. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how to function without bags.
Exactly.
I don't know how to do that.
Did you pack a tool roll? Do you bring a tool roll when you go? Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I do that. So I bring a tool roll. I got one of those Lexan pumps.
Air pumps.
And, and I'm trying to think what else do I bring. I always carry one of those like camping headlamps.
Oh, smart.
You never break down during the day. You break down at night. You can't see shit. So I packed one of those, and thankful I did because it really came in handy camping.
Oh,
like walking to the bathroom and didn't trip over God knows what. So, but like just those small things usually what I carry on, and maybe a few extra things if like on a long electrical tape, duct tape, in case the taillight falls off or whatever. You never know what you might need to tape. So
duct tape and zip ties. That's zip
ties, dude. Zip ties.
Yes. For sure.
I'm guilty of going to AutoZone and just grabbing zip ties, and I don't even need them. I'm like, God.
Can never have enough.
Yeah,
that's right. So Brandon, what isn't it a great feeling? I know for me, like when I found people that like-minded people to ride with, like what a difference that makes.
Oh my God.
When riding, it just changes that experience. For me, change that experience completely.
Yeah. I honestly think I was probably not going to ride that much anymore. I was just going to be a guy that had like a shitty bike in my garage that never ran. Like that was where I was going, it was one way or the other.
Okay.
Because of YouTube, I actually found a friend, now a common friend of, it's kind of how Brian and I met too. Like, and that set it all on fire. And I'm mostly like, I do like creative, I work in advertising. So like I was getting into it because of like making videos, photography, but finding people that, like-minded, that want to ride, that you bring out your camera and make content, it's like, it's fun and it makes it an adventure. And I'm like, this is the type of stuff that like, my daughter's 10. So, it's like, she really notices everything. I'm sure your daughter as well. Like, but like, I'm really enjoying it on a way different level now where it's like, it's a family thing. You know, they see me creating stuff and doing stuff and being positive. And then I have like these like-minded people that are like, let's go ride here. Let's go out there. And like, that's just not, it's uncommon for, you know, grown adults to have friends that want to like just get on bikes and go ride through the rain down to a different state. You know, like you don't get that. So yeah, it's awesome. I'm so thankful for like, you know, that change. But yeah, I definitely was like, it made a world of difference in riding, you know, enjoying it, having this opportunity to like, podcast. Like it's just fun. You know, it's like, this is what I want to do, you know?
For sure. I mean, riding alone's fun, but you know, riding with your boys, it's you know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, when I take just a day ride around here, I'd rather do it with someone else or a group of people, right? Because you know, long rides, I want that's my time alone, decompress, therapy, whatever you want to call it. But around here, I mean, it's fun to grab some folks. Let's ride to lunch. Let's ride here, have a couple beers, and then let's go. You know, I mean, that's one of the best days ever, right there. And I found a real good group of folks.
Feels good.
We do. They call it Send It Sundays. They started this, and so they try to do it once a month. And knew a few folks before that, and got to know them better, and obviously met more folks. And I mean, I can hit up any of those folks. Like, hey, you want to go for a ride? Yeah. Next thing you know, I invite one person. Next thing you know, it's 12 people show up.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go, man. It's so much fun. And actually, one of those folks would probably be a great guest to have on here. Her name's Alicia Nori. She owns Peripheral Apparel. She has a badass Road King that she built, and a motorcycle clothing line that's high biz but fashionable. You don't look like a builder, you know. She's a badass, and she travels around to all these rallies and selling bikes. Rallies. And so you
tagged me in one of her Instagrams. She was in Daytona, right?
Yeah.
I did. I saw her, but I didn't talk to her. But
so I got to know Alicia, and then you know they run this into Sunday, and it grew from there. And man, that's been so much fun. That's and you know, as adults, like it's different making new friends as an adult. I feel like I'm back in middle school at times. Like, you know, right? Sometimes. I mean, I'm outgoing, but you know, it's what do I do with my hands? I don't know. So,
well, I mean, as adults, you can kind of pick your friends, you know, like I don't want to hang out with him. He likes, you know, bowling, whatever. Like I like bikes. So like you find the guys, but like when you're a kid, you're like, oh, I go to school with Johnny. I got to be friends with him every day because I see him every day at school. But now it's like, I don't want to hang out with you. You know.
You got to stay with those people that shoot pool. Those are the people you got to watch out for. Those are the shady ones.
Yeah, Jim is shady, so.
I'm kidding. I hate that I didn't get to meet him, but I had to give him some shit, even though he's not here.
Give him a little razz.
No, he's training to do some better job, so he's gonna have a better job. Hopefully, he can ride more. That's the key.
Yeah, a little more balance in life. That's always good.
Hopefully. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, hope that works out for him.
Yeah, but back to the riding thing. So like riding in the pack is cool, but like. I think it was Jace from the Fast Life said, you want to ride by yourself. The first few hours, you're kind of thinking about stuff at home. You're kind of like, oh, shit, do I take the trash out? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then like 3 hours, 4 hours into the trip, you think of something else. Then like 5 hours later, your mind is free. You're just enjoying the open road. And that's what it's all about.
For sure. I mean, if I get to that point where, you know, hit the cruise control or just one hand on the bar, you know, and for me, I know that I'm there when I'm taking in the scenery, like fully taking it in, where instead of just, I saw that. Like, no, I felt that. I saw it. I smelled it. Like, I remember it. Yeah. That's when I know, like, I've washed my mind, maybe temporarily, but I've washed my mind of whatever the hell is going through my mind at 100 miles an hour. Now it's just me going 100 miles an hour on the bike. And that's way more fun. So.
Yeah. Cruise control, huh? That's cool.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's sick.
It's amazing.
You know, it's like my 07 Road Glide when I first bought it had cruise control and heated grips.
Oh,
and, yeah. Wait, so I took that. Yeah, I took those off. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. Well, because I relocated my gauges.
Yeah.
And got rid of all the plastic stuff, so I can technically still do my cruise control, but the
Yeah.
heated grips are gone.
Yeah. You like it clean. I noticed that about your handlebar setup. It's like very clean. Like
Yeah.
very like. And we were shooting photos in Florida, and I was like looking at editing the photos, and I'm like, damn, that handlebar setup's like that's sick. It's like very slick, very like minimalist.
Minimalist. Yep, that's exactly what I was going for with the FXR. So.
And you did.
Yeah,
you
and
did the launch and everything, right? Like the buttons and everything. Like it's
Yep.
all custom, right?
Yeah, I did that all before Daytona. So.
Sick.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, that's another project soon on the FXR is clean up all the wires, break cables, and hide them in the risers and bar. And
Yeah.
clean that up. Had some other things to figure out first and prioritize, but that clean look, there's nothing like it.
Nothing like it. Yeah.
So after going to Mama Tried, Luke, would you ever consider like building a shovel head, a chopper, or an Evo chopper, or something hardtail? Or...
Yeah, I mean, I chopper's going to happen one of these days for sure. Too early in the thought process to know. I mean, if I had to decide right now, like Evo, Softail chopper, that's probably what I would do. It would be the easiest to do, right? If I had needed to start today, but yeah, I'll build something, and I'd probably build a chopper because I mean, a chopper,
chopper shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Brendan? You ever want a chopper, or are you just like the Dynasty? And what are you thinking?
Right now I'm definitely in the Dynasty, but I have a friend. He's got a couple towns over. It's Sweet Ave Cycles. Him and his brother. They're just kind of doing like basic maintenance stuff. But we ended up trading. This is when I was in my lonely phase. He's way younger dude. Him and his brother took an '86 Sportster I had. Ripped everything out of it, took the Evo engine, put it into a chopper, and they made this like badass chopper with it. And I was like, oh, that thing's so sick. And it definitely from there, I've been like, yeah, that's like, you got your performance machine, your dyno, your FXR, and then you got to have your chopper to round it out. Yeah. Like that's your quiver, like that's it.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I don't think I could sell any of my bikes. I kind of got everything that I kind of want. So
yeah,
that's why I'm not eager to go out and buy a 2025 and I'm digging what I got. So for now.
Yeah. No, I can respect that. Yeah. A good friend of mine, she is finishing up a custom chopper build herself and with an Evo motor and man, it's badass. It's so badass. And I'm like, if you can do this, no concern. But I mean, if she's willing to put in that effort, maybe better way to do it. Then I was like, I definitely need to do this at some point.
So, some of these chicks are putting in some work and making some like sassy pants.
Yeah.
Renegade babes, dude. That Evo chopper she just built, that thing's cool.
That thing's
sick. Well, they built that just right up the street here at Evolution Cycles. Yeah, in Alton, Illinois. It's just on the other side of the river in Illinois. He's the one that did a lot of that heavy lifting with her.
Yeah.
Not trying to take anything away from her, but yeah, they're just right up there, a 30-minute ride, right on the river road. So you can go up to Illinois, just north of here, and take the river road. I mean, there's the Mississippi right there. It's a beautiful ride. Yeah. But they're up there in Alton where it starts, and they built some cool stuff there.
Yeah,
she's a cool chick. She got the Renegade Babes line. I remember probably 3 years ago in Daytona, I bought the motorcycle T-shirt from her.
Yeah.
So last year I went to Arizona Bike Week and I had that shirt on, and I got so many like nice shirt, cool shirt, and then like this old lady's like, I like that shirt. I'm like, do you know what it is? I know what it is. I'm like, okay.
Every once in a while you get those really good shirts and they're so much fun to wear, but then everyone like comments on it, and then by the end of the day you're like, I'm not wearing this shirt for like 2 months because
I hate this shirt.
So much energy to wear this shirt out.
My first one I ever had of those, it just said "Hell yeah." That's all it said. And one of my favorite shirts, still have it, and I might be able to fit into it. That's debatable, but man, and I wore it to a Kid Rock Leonard Skinner concert. Perfect shirt for that, but I I didn't drink enough to put up with the comments by the end of the night. So, and then my other one, it just says brother.
Yeah,
Brother.
And I wore that at Mama Tried on Saturday, and then out that night to Elwood's. And by the end of the night, I was just like, or maybe it was Friday. Either way, I was like, I'm done. Like
you just hear the brother echoing in your ears from everyone yelling.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, I woke up hearing it. Like what? Huh? What?
Yeah, that's fun. Good times. But
yeah, I mean, yeah, Mama Tried, man. If y'all haven't been, you need to go. You need to hit that up. It is so worth it. I mean, and they start like pre rallies or pre-show stuff like on Wednesday night, I think.
Yeah.
They do a bunch of like, booty bike and mini bike races Wednesday, Thursday, and then flat out for Friday.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Those bikes where they got the guy in the jet ski ripping around and those mini bike races.
I think it's the last one of Flat Out Friday because they have so many different rounds where basically you build it, you ride it. So I mean, one year the guy had the black porta potty with the Diller 3 on it, and like it is. Well, they're like one of my favorite ones this year. I mean, the kids are always fun to watch, but they had like the antique class, and this guy was 80 years old, and he was just fucking ripping it up around that track. It was just like, that's awesome. Like, holy crap. Like, that
fucking
was
gold right there. That's it.
But one of them, it was like ride basically anything that isn't motorized, like the gas motorized. And this guy had one of those like Lime bike scooters or birds or whatever.
Oh,
like, you bet your sweet ass I'm on one of those next year. I'm racing in that thing. If I can do that, I'm helmet.
Just drifting that thing around a corner.
Yeah, dude, just dragging a foot or whatever. Like he had like the sock on his left foot, that they wear in those.
Yeah.
He was not good at it, but it was still fun to watch. It was so great. I'm doing that next year. Are you kidding me? Why not?
I get so jealous watching those clips, and I'm like, I gotta go. Last year I was like, I think Mama Tried was close to the homecoming last year, right? Like it was almost like you could hit one.
Yeah, it was in February.
Was it February? Oh, yeah. I remember like just thinking in my brain, I'm like, I could go here, I could go there, and I could, but I did not.
I went up to Milwaukee this year. I messed up. I went probably 2 or 3 weeks before the show. I went up to the factory and everything. I should have planned it where I went up there. But like I said, the factory was kind of empty and the museum was empty when I went there. So it kind of.
That's nice.
Perfect.
Yeah. But
it would have not been empty that weekend.
That's what I was thinking. So. But, well, we've trying to keep these podcasts to like an hour because I was telling Brendan before, people just drop off after 50 minutes. That's all I can keep them. They say,
really?
Yeah, they're at work. They're like, fuck the Ride Life podcast. I'm sick of that shit.
Well, if they've already, that's what you got to start the podcast. Well, stay around to the end because we got a big announcement, and then just say, hey, our next episode we have a guest of this person. Just mess with them a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't piss me off.
we don't have a schedule. Yeah, we don't have a schedule that far out. Come on, we got nothing planned for next week. Jim's in South Carolina training for some jobs, so I mean, I'll have to get Brendan back on here. We'll do another podcast, but
I'm here. I'm ready. I got the garage to myself.
I mean, you got a great background, so yeah, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, I got to figure it out. The lighting was a mess in here, so I didn't even get a chance to get my mics set up or anything. But we'll figure it out. We'll get pro.
If I ever get warm weather, I'm going to do it from the garage too. I can have at least a little better backdrop.
Yeah.
There you go. So. Yeah, I had no internet. I had no internet in the garage, unfortunately, but that'd be fun. But
my router's on the other side of this wall, which makes it nice. So.
Oh, that's solid.
That's key.
I oftentimes take work calls from here because you got to do it.
You got heat out there?
No, I gotta get heat out here. It was brutal. I have a infrared heater. It's finally hung up for the season over there, but it's brutal. You don't get much done here. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. Tried to be Billy Badass. It didn't happen this year. I was like under the heater, twisting the wrench under the heater. And I'm gonna drink a beer and go inside.
Yeah. Why are your lips blue? Yeah. What's going on there?
My wife would come out and be like, "You're in the same spot. You've been standing for an hour." And I'm like, "Yes, this is true."
It's no fun being cold trying to work on a bike. So
no. I can't wear gloves. I have fat fingers, so I'm getting in there. I'm losing stuff, and with the gloves, I'm losing it. I can't grip the bolt.
I know. Like same with me. Got gloves on, bolts falling everywhere, and
I hate gloves.
I also don't know what I'm doing a lot of the time, so it's like I got that factored in.
Then you blame it on the gloves.
Exactly. That's what I do.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Luke. Well, thanks for coming on. Why don't you guys go check him out? Banker on a Harley on Instagram. He'll do everything but finance your bike, I heard.
Yeah. I'm not. Fuck your bike bill. That's on me. But if you need camping advice, if you need financial advice, you need life advice, I can tell you everything not to do.
Life advice.
The life coach, man. You got to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what we decided earlier. I'm now a life coach. I'm going to find the website and pay the $50 so I can get some certificate, just like becoming a preacher, and So
all you CVO riders, get in touch with him. He'll give you some life lessons.
Yeah, don't buy
you're having a buyer's remorse about
it's a terrible financial decision. Are you kidding me? What the hell?
Yeah.
But have fun.
He's got a Bronco for sale if you want it.
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
What would a price tag on that be?
I don't know. I don't know because there's some really expensive custom front and rear bumpers and basically a brand new motor that's got 2,000 miles on it. So and turbo and transmission. So I don't know. Well, make me an offer, guys.
Shoot him a message, make him an offer. Ooh, maybe trade him a bike.
Let's make a deal.
Ooh, trades. I love trades.
Yeah,
I like that.
Who's got a chopper? Come on.
Ooh, I like where this is going. This could turn it. I mean, you got the magic touch too. $75.
Now Brian's a life coach. Listen to this. This is great.
Yeah, see, you're rubbing off on me. This is.
I mean, you might be in like knucklehead territory with that Bronco upper on the chopping block. You might just step right into the goal.
You just never know.
Chopping.
Never know. Right place, right time. You just never know.
I like it.
Exactly. You never know. So, all right, guys. Well, you gotta stay on. I'm gonna shut down the recording, but you stay on. So.
Okay.
You see the green check mark. All right. Not everybody's supposed to hear that. So, go check out. Go check out the Ride Life podcast, Instagram, YouTube. This is coming out on YouTube.
Nice.
So check it out. I mean, we can't all have 58,000 subscribers like Mr. Brendan, but we're trying. So
we'll pump it out over there.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe wherever you get your podcast.
Yeah, like, subscribe, comment.
Hit the dingly bell thing.
Yeah. The bell. Smack that bell.
Smack it.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks. I had a blast tonight.
Pleasure, man.
Yep. So,
thanks, guys.
See ya. All right, I think. All right, uploaded recordings. You'll see a check mark sometime. Can you guys? Did you guys get the check mark?
Successfully uploaded.
Yep. Your recording is ready.